Hold up now, wait. Tell me who they came to see. D-Money and Enforcer, getting on a victory. Talking NBA, NFL, and NCO. You know they on the grind, ain't no other way. This is self-made podcast, all they do is talk trash. You know that they top class. You know who the kings are. You know who the kings are. Don't you be no retard. If you want the best, then you should know where to start. Self-made podcast, all they do is talk trash. You know that they top class. You know who the kings are. Don't you be no retard. If you want the best, then you should know where to start. Self-made podcast, all they do is talk trash. You know that they top class. You know who the kings are. Don't you be no retard. If you want the best, then you should know where to start. Yeah, you know who the kings are.
Here and
Yep.
there he is. Yes, sir. Oh, brother. It's a
We
lot
got
to
a
talk
lot, we
about.
got a lot to talk about today.
uh, so definitely gonna talk about this. It was major moves in college, major moves on Sunday, Sunday night game of the fucking week for me. Even though no defense show up, but that's another story we're gonna talk about. Injuries and a certain question you asked on your post, and I think a certain coach kind of answered it. We're gonna talk. We're gonna hear what he had to say. Now I want to hear your take on what he had to say. So, let's start
Yo,
with how we always start. Oh,
Tyree's leg was hanging.
bro, that shit. I have.
Like
It ain't the most graphic shit I've seen, but for him,
I've been
that's nasty.
exactly where he is, bro. I know what he about to go through.
Ooh,
I
ooh.
mean, exactly, yo, bro. My whole leg slid under a car. Snow, you know that snow outside. You know that little grass section between the sidewalk and the street.
Yeah.
It was a hill and it was all snow, bro. I'm walking to the car, my whole leg,
Mm.
my body is straight and my leg is completely under the car going to the right.
Oh my.
So everything dislocated, the kneecap, you name it.
Jesus.
So I know what he going through. He hurt.
Man, let's
That
just
man
get into
hurt
it,
him.
man. This is
Let's
crazy
do
stuff.
it, baby.
So,
Baseball playoffs start today. Yeah, I
oh,
think your Yankees are playing right now, about to start.
playing Boston.
Detroit took the first game
Really?
against the Guardians.
I didn't look at that shit.
Yeah, they going at it right now. Baseball start early in the playoffs. Think you started like 1 o'clock, then you got 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Like, think it just going order.
I thought, to
I
be
ain't
honest,
got nothing. I don't have nothing to look forward to, so I don't care about the playoffs right now. Fucking Mets let me down,
oh man,
cocksuckers.
as, as all this, we had a
Bro,
well,
all they had to do was win the last game of the season against the bum ass Marlins,
I thought they
and they
won.
lost 4-0.
Okay.
All he had to do was win the last game, bro. That's
Oh,
all he had to do. The Reds already lost for them, opened the gates for him. All he had to do was win one game. Didn't even score a run.
but they, you know what? That's all.
It's for it's football season. Fuck baseball. That's my excuse. That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
going with. Fuck baseball. It's football season.
Let's get to it, brother. Let's get to it. We got, of course, our college rankings came out Sunday, and when I say shit changed, shit changed.
Wasn't we 19 last week?
No, it was 20. We stay at 20.
Okay. So we didn't move up
And we
again.
didn't play, so we had a bye week. I think we got a bye week this week too.
I think so. Why we got so many buys and so early?
Got so many freaking teams in the Big Ten now.
No, we
So,
don't have a bye this week. We
oh,
play uh not Nebraska. It's one of them teams. I'll tell you right now.
yeah, we already beat them.
Yeah, we don't have
Last
a bye this week.
but uh we had upsets
We
at
play
upsets.
Wisconsin. We play
Ooh,
Wisconsin this week.
Wisconsin. We had upsets at the upsets this week. Especially happened on Friday. It was Florida State. I didn't think Virginia was gonna do it like that, but
Yo, bro. I was kind of surprised. Virginia been playing though. It wasn't like it was a strength against a weak team. It
Oh no.
was good. It was good on good. 3-0 versus 3-1, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
So it was good against good. And then Virginia, man, they came to play.
Oh yeah. Virginia came to play. Of course, in our conference, Oregon and Penn State,
So let
whiteout
so
game.
so so Oregon and Ohio State are number 1 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, what conference they in?
Big Ten.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! So Big Ten out here putting in work.
Big
So
Ten.
in other words, you saying Big Ten is better than the SEC now? That's what it sounds like you saying. That's what it sounds like you agreeing with. Like
It's not even sound like
Big,
I am saying it. I
Big
am
Ten
saying
is better than the SEC now.
SEC.
Like we was saying, we got oil money. They got car dealerships. We ain't the
Not the same.
same. We ain't in the same hoods, homie.
No, we not. No, we not. So
We got oil money over here, man. We balling. We out here buying teams, baby.
buying teams, buying players. Like I said, this upset.
Yo,
It
this
was
game
upset,
was
but it was
it was a hell of a game.
yeah, yeah, yeah. From what I seen, um, Florida
I
State's
was
got talent.
watched. I ended up having my bartender called out, so I had to bartend because everybody doesn't have an ABC license. So I
Mm.
went into bartend. I put the game on, bro. I was watching the game the whole night. I couldn't do nothing else.
I mean, it was
It-
that's how good it was, bro. I got
yeah, this
bored
game was great.
just in time to watch the game. So it was other games on, but I was focused on this game right here. But I want to
Absolutely.
see how that's my first time seeing Florida State actually play the whole game. I only been seeing highlights. So they they all right, man. I don't know what happened here. The defense couldn't stop.
I mean, Florida State should be happy. I mean, they're not happy that they lost, but they should be happy that their season has been better. Their season has been better than
Last year,
like way better than last year.
way better than last year. Way better. But that was one. I mean, we had a lot there. I
Yo,
say,
it was a great week of football, bro. I mean, from the college to the pros, it has been magical for 4 weeks straight. Super just magical and exciting.
what about this one? This one right
Yo,
here.
Ole
This was
Miss
actually
ain't
some.
playing with LSU, but I think LSU starting running back was out for this game.
And also, it was some personal shit. Brian Kelly opened his mouth again.
Yeah,
Talking about some the trophy was staying in LSU where it belonged, and with Lane Kiffin, you can't talk like that with him. He take everything personal. So he printed it out and put it on the locker room. He said goals, and that's the only thing that highlighted. And this came up. They
but this was another good team against a good team. So
mm,
LSU wasn't just gonna walk in there and thug them out. Ole Miss can play.
it seems like Ole Miss always do this shit like almost every year. If it's not LSU, it's
It's that
Alabama.
it's that quarterback too. That quarterback is a problem. He was balling.
You know how you call Dabo a quarterback whisperer? Can we call Lane Kiffin that too?
Lane Kiffin is a college quarterback whisperer. His quarterbacks don't do shit in the NFL, but in college, it's his system. His system is super quarterback friendly. His system gets motherfuckers drafted.
Mm. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it don't even be the player, it be the system. His system is great for these kids.
What's going on? Freestyle, brother from Baltimore. Uh, I'm on TikTok too. Georgia, Alabama's your kryptonite.
Yeah. Nah,
Alabama's your kryptonite.
I thought Georgia was gonna get him though. I mean
Oh,
before the game, of course. I ain't say it after the game started,
mhm,
but Georgia was playing. I want. I guess I'm going off for early vibes. Georgia was playing better, but
mhm.
and especially since Bama lost to Florida State, but Florida State ended up being better than we thought they was going to be.
Right.
So I can't even look at week one anymore. Like, oh my gosh, they lost to Florida State, a team that wasn't even ranked, and all of that. Now I got to look at it like you lost to a really good team. So, but Bama's quarterback has been playing great since that happened.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely like. I think that the Florida State loss, they lost to somebody else too.
Oh,
Um,
just so you know, I'm gonna torch the 49ers today.
oh, wow.
I'm gonna
But
torch,
then again, you got that right too. But at the same,
scorched earth.
oh, I might have to clip that. I have to clip that. Um. So yeah, this is another thing. Georgia's first loss since
Since
2019 at home.
2019, bro, that's a long time to not lose one game at home.
You know what that loss was, right?
Probably, it was
That Hail
probably the
Mary.
them.
Oh, that Hail Mary to Tennessee.
Oh, yo, Tennessee loves either them or Bama. Tennessee loves trying to upset them.
Mm-hmm.
And Ole Miss, and it's another team that really fucks with Bama. I know Vanderbilt been getting Bama like the last couple of times,
Yeah.
and they play them this week.
Ooh, wait a
And it
minute.
was wild because Vanderbilt, like last year when they got him, it was just they was running it down Bama's throat, and Bama couldn't stop nothing. And then Bama just kept throwing picks every time they got the ball. So it was just a bad game for Bama, but they couldn't do nothing with them boys. They was manhandling Bama.
I just talked about this game right here. It was supposed to be the whiteout game, but
I
Oregon
was
came
gonna
out.
watch. I didn't get to watch it because I ended up having out of town guests. I wanted to watch that game so bad, and everybody kept saying Oregon might get them. Oregon might get them, and they got them.
Oregon is that team, even when they was in the pack 10 or 12, whichever one you want to call, if they come to like Ohio State, or they play Ohio State, or play Penn State, Michigan State, Boise State, they come and like they take that shit personal.
You can't. Ohio smoked them last year, but
Oh yeah, the playoff game.
I definitely agree with you. Well, Ohio
Yeah,
State smoked them boys last year, like
yeah. In the playoff game,
they smoking on that duck pack.
the
They smoking on that duck pack in the playoffs. Boy,
two
Gabriel
things.
couldn't do nothing.
This is their first road
First
win
road win.
against the
Yo,
top five.
they are playing great. And the crazy part, before the season started, everybody was on Penn State dick talking about Penn State is the best team in college right now, blah, blah, blah. Even though they wasn't even ranked number one, they was ranked number four most of the year. But a lot of these sportscasters was telling the world, Colin Coward bitch ass, oh my God, Penn State, they might win it all. Penn State, they got the two-headed monster running back. They got two running backs that's going to the NFL. He was going on and on about Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
I watched them play a game or two. Well, I watched some of it flicking back and forth. I wasn't as impressed as he was, but he was so like everybody thinks Allard is going to go top 10 in the draft next year. He very well might.
Yeah.
My thing is, I mean, they was super hyping Penn State before the season started. You like, I don't understand how the champion don't get the same respect that they should. You know what I mean? Ohio State's still number one.
I guess because of how many players they lose in the draft, they
Yeah,
don't.
I get that, but the coaches are still in. They still pulling people off the portal, out the portal.
Mhm.
They still have the number one wide receiver in college football on the team. I guess it's more so the quarterback. I guess they had to see what they was going to get out of the quarterback position first before they could really get behind the team. But
Right.
they really got behind Penn State, and I don't like the head coach. Don't be nobody good.
Oh,
Like
speaking
I
of that,
did, huh?
so speaking of that,
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Yo, you know how I be reading your mind. Like people gonna start thinking I seen the clips before we
you
put
know,
them up, and I never see the clips. We just be on the same page at all times with this shit.
like, bro. I mean, this when you said it, and like you say, they haven't looked impressive to you. Like probably week one, but that's week one. When it gets you down to
He
nitty gritty, and
can't.
everybody got the formula how they gonna win. Penn State stay on the same shit.
He's not. He's great against subpar teams, but he cannot beat the top 10. If you in the top 10, he losing.
Age 4-21, four
Yeah,
and
he
twenty-one,
can't.
top 10.
Bro, it was a game. I don't think we threw a pass against them and smoked them.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was 2 years ago, right? Oh,
Yeah,
last year.
yeah. No,
Last
it
year.
was year before because
Okay.
McCarthy was the quarterback.
Okay. Yeah. The whole second half, we just ran the ball.
Ran the ball, ran the ball, ran the ball down their throat.
6 games out of the top 25, all losses. This would rearrange the whole damn list. Like, so you got
Let me
LSU, who
see.
was number 4. Georgia, that was number 5. UCLA lost to Illinois. I don't know how big of an upset that is, but the fact that
It's Illinois was ranked number 9 before they got smoked by Indiana. So I don't see how that's such a big upset. But everybody was hyping USC because USC was undefeated.
mm,
But USC, I don't think USC is as good as they think they are.
I mean, it was a good game though,
It
as you
was
can see.
definitely a good game, but that score isn't what really took place. Like, and they was Illinois was handling them dudes the whole game.
Mm. Just like
Like, I don't think Illinois was down the whole game.
it was pushing you.
But none of these. I mean, the only one that really, I don't think any of these are upsets. Like, I didn't think TCU was gonna lose, even though I think Arizona State was favorites in that game. Or
Mm,
TCU might have been a favorite, but I didn't think TCU was gonna lose after the way that they played earlier in the season. Penn
right.
State, I kind of saw that coming because of what we talked about. Florida State, I I thought they was gonna win that. I
Right.
like Virginia and I like the way Virginia played. I didn't think they was gonna win though.
No, I just that yeah, like you said how Florida State been this year, airing out and look like old Florida State back in the day. I did
Yeah,
not see this score. Maybe a
yo, I'm
little,
telling
maybe
you,
lower.
it was going back and forth. Turnovers really hurt Florida State in that game because they was going back and forth. Like they score, they score, they score, they score. Then Florida State turn it over, they go up 2 scores now. Now Florida State fighting to stay in it. Like that was the biggest thing with that game. But they was fighting back. Florida State was fighting back. And they
Okay.
tied it up and then Virginia just did what they did to them.
I
There was
mean,
nothing they could do.
it's a one like they lost. It's not. It's a big number, but it's a one possession game, like eight
Yeah.
points. So they
And
like
they went for 2 on them and all that. They wasn't out there playing with them boys.
all these games. As much as we saying
They
upset,
was
it's
being
one possession
aggressive.
games.
It
So,
was a great week of college, bro. I loved it. I
oh
had a
yeah,
great time watching.
oh yeah, it's not even done yet. 'Cause now, oh, we get some nitty bitty now. All conference games, all. Um, Speaking of Vanderbilt, first time since 2008, 5-0, bro.
That's what I'm telling you. Bama better not sleep on them this week. They are Bama. They've been Bama's kryptonite for like the last couple years. Bama better not sleep on them this week.
They
They
better
are
be.
not
Listen,
going to take. They are not going. This is their Super Bowl, pretty much.
they better be pissed off. Better be pissed off from last year. Say, all right, we ain't gonna let that happen. How it happened last year. Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, Alabama home. It's-
It don't matter to Vandy. Vandy just like they wait. They get up for this game. This is their favorite game.
all right, all right. We are. Oh, I forgot about this one. So they begin on Dion's case, but they gotta understand it's a whole different team now, right? They are 2-3 on the first 5 weeks from last year when they was 4-1.
It's not the same quarterback. It's not the same receivers. It's not the same defense. Like, what did you want?
Well,
Like, they
I might
can't they
say,
can't keep doing the same thing. They got to retool. I like the young quarterback that they got. I think he's gonna be really good.
yeah, freshman.
I think so.
There you go. He's a
You know what
freshman.
I
Give him
mean?
time.
So you gotta give him some time, man. And it's still Colorado. Like people don't understand the shit that they did last year was magic. This is Colorado we talking about. They're not a good team. Like
And
for us to even be talking, first of all, if Dion wasn't the coach, we wouldn't even be talking about them being 2-3.
no,
So let's recognize the fact that he's bringing them around to being relevant
we wouldn't be talking about Colorado, period.
ever under any
At
circumstances.
all. At
Like
all.
we not like there's nothing good to talk about. It's cold, it's far, it's nothing fun there to do. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Just smoking
If
good
Dion was and
night.
Dion and the thing about Dion, I'm sick of his loyalty because Dion could have went and took the job at Florida State. Dion could go anywhere he wanted in college right now and probably get a job
I wish he would have went to Florida
at
State.
one of the bigger schools and be the man.
I
He's
wish he went to
sticking
Florida State.
around out of loyalty. Out fuck that.
I still think he
I
should.
mean, I'm a loyal dude, but bro, this is college. They not loyal to you. Not
Oh
in these
no,
sports. In these sports of these teams, these people they're gonna be loyal to Dion because they ain't never seen no shit like this. He got furniture commercials, watch commercials, glasses commercials. Like he's really putting them on the map. You know how much money they got since he's been there as a school?
Colorado hasn't been this relevant possibly since Cordell Stewart.
Colorado's selling more weed than they've ever sold since Dion's been there legally.
I need to go there. I need
You
to go.
know what I mean? You better stop playing around like Dion ain't that dude. That's
See
why
where
Dion ain't going nowhere. Dion is the king right now. Like he can write his own check. They can't say nothing. All
let's
right,
get to.
now to let's get to the business. All
Ah,
right, so yo, tell me this, man.
ah,
Is this the Saquon curse
no,
coming
no,
coming to bite the Giants?
no, no. This is
This hurt my heart because I
this
had yo
is
in one of my big money fantasy leagues. I got him first. I had Burrow.
mm,
Burrow went down. Then I got him and he went down. I'm like, bro, what am I going to do?
it's like it's like one we go one step forward, two steps back.
Yeah,
You
because I
know,
think I think him and Dart would have been a nice
Ah,
combo. I think he would have been his go-to receiver.
I
Now, but it might be a blessing in disguise because now Dart's gonna have to spread it around. So
yeah,
now Wendell Robinson becomes your number one. Slayton becomes your number two. I don't know what they're gonna do with your boy Hyatt. They just bought back little Jordan Humphreys. They brought back little Jordan Humphrey. He had a great preseason. That's why I was kind of surprised they cut him. He had great
yeah.
preseason. He
I
used to be a tight end. He moved to wide receiver. Now he's just a big ass wide receiver.
I mean, it hurts. It hurts for especially Giant fans. Like, all right, we want to see what he could do. We're not expecting much, but we want to see what he could do, especially with neighbors. Him and neighbors. Now neighbors out. And,
Now that
but
he now that
but
he's out, I'm kind of shocked. They made the Saints the favorite to win that game on Sunday.
that's all I'm saying. But this is the crazy thing. It's not an ACL. It's an MCL. So they saying that he possibly could come back in the beginning of next season. Now, if it's an ACL, they're gonna say mid next season, something like that. But knowing how he was talking, yeah, he's gonna try to overdo his training, and I don't want to do that.
I
It
hate
just
to
hurt.
see it happen to any player though.
Yeah, yeah. But we're not done. We're
Oh
not done
no,
by a long shot.
it's a whole list of them.
He is said to be out several weeks. I didn't see what happened to him.
And remember, I think he got an ankle. But remember, they other tackle is out for the season.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
remember, they spent first round draft picks on tackles back to back years. Their O line was really good before this.
And they got a good fucking running back. Oh, Hampton, that motherfucker ran all over the Giants. We gonna talk.
And
There's one play.
that was his first big game.
There's one play
All
he
the
picked.
all the young guys had big games this week. Side note, the boy, whatchamacallit, Dobbins is in 35 games, Dobbins is the first 100-yard rusher
Yeah,
that Peyton has had since he's been back coaching.
yeah.
The
And out of
first 100-yard rusher.
was it 38 games?
30 some games.
Yeah, like 38 games. That's counting the Broncos. His
But
last year with
Dobbins,
the Saints.
Dobbins has always been an amazing running back. He just can't stay healthy. He done tore both knees, both ankles, both Achilles, both
Nigga be in a fucking
hamstrings,
wheelchair.
both hips, both thighs, both toes.
His
Like,
leg- his
bro,
leg's gonna be AI. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna
word.
be AI. Next guy. This. What's going on?
Yo, the
What's going
Ravens are in so much trouble.
Still,
they might fuck around and miss the playoffs.
still haven't heard any word off of Lamar.
Lamar has a hamstring. I've never seen a hamstring that you come back from in less than 4 weeks.
Yeah, because
I mean, it's possible, but I don't see how.
he was mad that Harbaugh didn't come back in. Well, Harbaugh said, "No, you're not going back to the game and make it worse. What's wrong with you? No." But this happened.
Sometimes you gotta save them from themselves.
He's out. I think Humphrey was out.
Yo, Humphrey out. The young boy Wiggins is out. Roquan Smith is out, and this dude is out. And it was somebody else. The left tackle. The left tackle is out.
Y'all making it easy.
The Steelers, if the Steelers can keep their head out their ass, the
Yeah.
Steelers can run away with this division right now.
You just finished what I'm about to say.
Because
Baltimore Ravens.
the Ravens' next game is against the Texans. Texans look like shit, but they might even beat them with backups. The next game is against the Texans, and it's in Baltimore, and then the game after that is at home, but that one's against the Rams.
God bless y'all. God bless you. And
This one broke my heart. My other fantasy league, I got him. He's been doing great for me. This broke my heart. Now I changed the channel to watch the Denver game. I get a message on my phone. Tyreek Hill carted off the field. What? What?
I gotta hear your take on his reaction because everybody's looking at it. To me, they looking at it wrong. They saying, "Oh, he's happy he's injured, so he has to deal with this Dolphins team." I
Bro,
don't see
his
it that way.
season, his career could be over. Like this
Right.
shit, bro. My shit was years ago, and it still hurts from time to time.
And the way that shit looked,
Yo,
like hanging.
this shit is hanging, bro. Tilted to the side like a Kango.
Oh,
Bro, I've been in his shoes. It hurts. I was in the snow crawling with one leg. Got myself to the car. Drove to the hospital with my left leg. It was my right leg that it happened to. Drove myself all the way to the hospital with my left leg.
I know.
I'm out there hollering. It's a snowstorm. I'm out there in the snow hollering. Nobody hear me. No neighbors peeked out the window. I ain't have nobody home. I'm out there hollering, bro. I crawled to the car and drove myself to the hospital. I know what he going through.
So,
like homeboy last week with the dislocated ankle, this week I know exactly what he going through with this knee.
Wait. So this is what we're gonna do. Because before we go to recap last week NFL action like we did college, we're gonna put your question up and we're gonna get this out here. Give me a minute.
I'm just pissed off.
Okay. All right.
That's my hot take. I'm tired of all these injuries. We're talking about the fourth game of the season.
Yeah.
Okay? And the injuries at quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, running back, corners. All these players are not playing. Nobody plays and nobody practices. Mm-hmm. And then when you don't practice, you can't play good. You can't practice in pads either because of the collective bargaining agreement. Mm-hmm. So you don't practice, and when you do practice, you can't practice in pads.
Church.
And then they don't let you practice long enough because if you practice 2 hours, you could be fired with cause.
Church.
But some of these teams got to get out and practice. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because when you don't practice and you don't play, you can't run block, you can't pass block.
You sure
and
can't
you saw
tackle.
it last week. We can't even block for a field goal. How many field goals got blocked?
Boom!
So get these MRI machines out of the freaking place. Get out of the training room. Get out on the practice field, guys. We got too many guys hurt. It's ridiculous. If you listed the names of players that are out already, it's unprecedented the amount of injuries. And you got to find the cause of this.
He went the fuck off. What's your take?
I concur. These soft motherfucking rules is the reason why everybody's getting hurt. You can't practice like when back in the day, the 90s, the 80s, you used to could hit motherfuckers in practice. You was tackling, it was defense on offense. It was really you out there. It was iron sharpening iron. Now it's plastic bumping against plastic. Like it's so soft now, the NBA, the NFL, and the way that everything is kid gloves. The NFL is so concerned about, I don't want to get sued later on in life. I don't want to have to take care of them for the rest of their life. bro, make them sign a waiver or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is they were hurt less when they got to hit more. You can't touch nobody now, and everybody's getting hurt. Everybody got a hamstring. Everybody got a ACL. Everybody got an Achilles because your body isn't made to push and pull, stop, push and pull, stop. You got to keep pushing and pulling. You got to keep pushing and pulling. You got to keep hitting each other in practice. You can't not hit each other all week, then get in the game, hit it and start hitting and think that this shit is just gonna be okay for your body. Working out don't do shit when it comes to these type of situations. It's not gonna help you because me lifting weights can never simulate a 330-pound man put me and him tussling. These dudes, I'm telling you, these injuries are gonna keep happening because the NFL's getting softer and softer, and everybody's gonna keep getting hurt. And you got super like the game. These injuries are altering seasons.
Yep.
Miami ain't the same without Tyreek Hill. The Cardinals ain't the same without James Conner. Like these injuries, and look at the 49ers. They can't even run the ball without Kittle. Kittle's out with a hamstring.
I am not here to disagree. We came from the era where we all had full pads. That's nothing I was gonna say. Y'all motherfuckers don't wear no pads or nothing. I remember thigh pads, knee pads, all this. Y'all don't wear those shits no more. And then when y'all get hit,
Oh,
you know, it's crazy. It's crazy that we talking about this shit. And again, I know if someone's watching this, y'all some old heads, but at the same time, we might be old heads, but all our guys play a full season of full contact football.
bro, you ain't never
Imagine
heard Jerry Rice with like Tom Brady went out one time in 20 years.
one time, and that was right after the undefeated
Joe
season.
Montana, Steve Young, like players, these players wasn't like it was a freak accident when somebody tore a ACL or had a I mean, these was freak accidents back in the day. Now
Bro,
it's every week.
bro, I could come up with some like you just said something, and I'm going to see this man in November. LT broke Joe Theismann leg. That's how you had to get somebody out, right? For out the season, you had
The
to break a
only
bone.
way they was coming off the field.
Right, you had to
What
break
did my boy who was it? Who was
Ronnie
it?
Lott.
Ronnie
Ronnie
Lott.
Lott
So cut my finger off
cut
so I
his
could
finger
go
off.
back out and hit somebody.
Dude, there's a dude named Jay Youngblood for the Rams playing the Super Bowl with a homemade splinter on his fucking leg so he can play in the Super Bowl. He broke his leg in the division round. Put a board on his fucking leg, wrap that shit to play in the Super Bowl. Y'all not built like
It ain't the same,
that.
bro. This is not the football we grew up watching.
Y'all bodies are made of marshmallow. Y'all get all these nice. I mean,
They
don't get me
they
wrong.
not
Y'all
they not
deserve.
hit they're not hitting in practice. They're not practicing long. Like there's no more two-a-days. Like none of that shit is happening.
I
None of that's happening anymore. So when you go out there and you actually get into these physical altercations on the field and you pushing and tugging and getting hit, like your body's not used to it now. The reason you do it in practice is so you can be used to it and be ready for it on Sunday. You're not used to it and your body's not used to it. So now you're going out there and you getting rocked. You out for the seat. Like Tyreek didn't even get hit.
he got a simple tackle. It was a simple
He didn't
tackle.
even get hit in his knee. Like the way he came down and his foot into the ground. Oh my gosh, the way that knee looked was crazy. I remember that day. I never want to see no
It,
shit like that again. Bring back. I got
it's like
PTSD.
it's like you see somebody injured, you get a flashback of your shit.
Word, that shit gave me PTSD looking at that shit last night.
Oh my god. Hey. We're just saying this so we end this and get to week 4. It's not when we say it's not the same. That's exactly what we mean. Y'all got the better equipment. Y'all got the better
They got the technology and all
all
of that
that shit.
shit, but it's not gonna help you with these sort of injuries. These sort of injuries are gonna keep happening. Achilles, ACLs, hamstrings, they're gonna keep happening because you don't play. We don't practice and play the way we used to practice and play.
I've read. Well, I don't know who commented on your post, and someone says grass versus turf. I wanted to reply and said no because like most football stadiums was shared by baseball stadiums. Just like you're a 49er fan. Candlestick Park was the San Francisco Giants, San Francisco 49ers. It was one time the Giants shared the Polo Grounds and Yankee Stadium, but the Jets with the Mets. But it still wasn't. You still get injured if someone left a baseball fucking base in the middle of the fucking baseball field. You got a long run, you tripped over the fucking baseball base, but you didn't get hurt like this.
Yeah, this shit is
Like, this is
crazy.
crazy. This is crazy.
And then that's the grass versus turf thing too. All right, you got Giants that are tearing their ACL, but the Jets share the same feeling. That's not happening to the Jets.
Right. Just like artificial turf. Artificial turf was not as good as everybody remembered. It was just pretty much carpet with football lines on it.
Yep.
You're playing on that with fucking basketball sneakers. You're not playing with no cleats on it. You really was gonna fuck yourself up.
Yep.
But we had to talk about that. But let's go into it. Exciting week 4. Started off with this game. Wow. The bird fight, your division rivals. What's going on with Marvin Harrison?
I don't know. With him, I think it's more confidence than skills. He's just out there dropping shit. Like ball hit him in the hands, he bobbled it until the defender picked it off. I think with him, it's more of a confidence thing. But you guys will remember also, he came into the league. They were talking about him like he was gonna be the next everything. He's Marvin Harris's son, Hall of Famer. Like they pretty much put him in the Hall of Fame as soon as he stepped on the field. His size and his speed. Oh my God, I can't. His hands. That it'd be a lot for people. It really be a lot, and it's hard to live up to. I mean, they gave the Heisman Trophy to young boy before he even played the game. It'd be hard to live up to that hype sometime, and it's not your fault that you was born into that family and that you was trained to take over as the next best thing cooking.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not your fault. But I mean, you're here now, so. I don't know. With him, like I said, I think for him it's just like when he caught that touchdown, he got down on his knees and was thanking God. So I think for him, like it's mental. For him, it's really mental.
He was very emotional at that touchdown. Like
It's mental because he's been dropping some shit.
And we've seen this before. Now that's not like we was just talking about old school injuries. We've seen this before with receivers.
Yeah.
Terrell Owens had the same problem.
Jerry Rice's first year was trash. He was dropping mad shit. Matter of fact, Hall of Famer just got into the Antonio Gates. His first year was trash.
Yeah.
Second year, he took a leap.
Yeah.
He needs to do that.
I mean,
he got to just get out of his own head. He'll be fine if he just get out of his own head.
And
then this is the part this part kills me right now. I mean, it's early in the season. You're going to get all this exaggeration about these teams. But you guys, some people out there just pushing the Seahawks like they're just out there balling and going crazy. You barely beat the Cardinals. Cardinals are trash. You barely beat the Cardinals. You smoked the Saints and you smoked the Steelers, who aren't really as good as they supposed to be. And you lost to the Niners. You lost to the backup squad.
No. What you did with the Seahawks, the Seahawks, especially this game, this game was over in the third quarter. And y'all almost let it slip away.
Yeah.
And then then you had to finally wake up and do a game where you should have never put your damn foot off the damn pedal. I'm sorry, football. Fuck that damn sportsmanship shit.
Man, I'm trying to score as much as possible.
Yes, Yes, and that's what they should have done because the Cardinals was not stopping them at all. So they escaped, but I'm looking at like the Cardinals should have a better record. The Seahawks, um, like you said, they're playing their schedule. Let's put like I always say it,
The
but
Seahawks
they
do the same thing every year.
every
They
year,
beat a
no matter who
bunch
the
of
quarterback.
trash. They beat up on these trash teams. And after they beat up on these trash teams, they get sent home in the first round of the playoffs by a better team. Every year. And throughout the season, they don't be beating up on good teams.
No,
The only team that they played, so I mean, the Steelers was what, 1-1 when they played them?
no.
So
Was it?
I think they played them week 2.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, playing week 2, so they
No, they
came
was
in.
1-0. So they made the Steelers 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
But the Steelers, I think the Steelers have they fixed some things since week 1 defensively
Right.
because they've had a bunch of turnovers the last 2 games. So with that being said, you beat up on a team that was trying to figure shit out, and it was a good win for y'all. The ball just bounced your way. The momentum really changed when that dickhead let the ball go into the end zone like it was a fucking punt, and it was a
Oh,
kickoff, and they scored the touchdown on that.
yeah, yeah.
So the momentum of it, because they was only up by 3 at that time. So the momentum for the game really changed after that. And I don't think they're built to. The Steelers ain't built to be a comeback team. They're a team that needs to be with the lead, and then they can fight from there.
Yeah, not yet.
But
I
I'm
mean,
not the Chargers. The Chargers are trash. Kyler Murray to me is a bust. They've been giving him good players, and he hasn't done nothing with that team. I don't think they've ever really given him a great old line.
that's
Um,
that's what I was going with. Like,
but he's had a run game. He's had receivers. He had Christian Kirk. He's had receivers. He's had some weapons
yeah,
on offense. He's had some pieces on defense. You've had Buda Baker since he got drafted. You had when he first came into the league. Was Peterson still there?
yeah.
Like he's had pretty solid players around him. He just hasn't. They went to the playoffs once.
They went
That
to
one
they
year they
went to
was
the playoffs.
killing, doing real good.
They went to the playoffs twice. I know they went to the playoffs 2020. I think they went to the playoffs 2021 or 2022, where they lost the whatever year the Rams went to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
They,
Yeah,
that,
so the
yeah.
Cardinals, I don't know, man. To me, he's a bust.
I,
I mean, he's mediocre at
there
best.
you
He
go.
doesn't like he's 100. He's pretty much, I think this is
Average.
his first game with 200 yards passing. Like every other game's been like 150. Those are
Average.
backup numbers, bro. What are you doing?
He's average. He's, he's another Heisman Trophy winner that just didn't pan out in the NFL.
Yeah, and they pretty much went up and down the field on the Seahawks for most of the game. So it wasn't even like the Seahawks were super dominant. They just turned the ball over too much.
That's because he runs for his life, man. I be talking about these quarterbacks with no line. That boy run for his life. He looks like a cartoon character when he runs, man. He
He
runs
got
for his
little legs, so he don't have no long stride. He just got quick steps. He don't
and
have no
hold the
long
ball freely.
strides.
I don't know about you, bro. As a football player, if I see a quarterback or anybody run with the ball freely, I'm not trying to attack you. I'm going to smack the ball because you hold it out there where I can just smack the ball. I don't have to hit you. But I'll get off this game. Thursday night, Seahawks survive. Let's go to early morning Sunday. The Steelers
I was
won't let
kind
this
of,
shit go.
I was a little surprised. I thought the Vikings would have played better than they did in this slot. They Dublin really came out for the Steelers. Like they was really out there for the Steelers. They was waving towels. You know, the
Oh,
NFL probably gave them a million towels and told them to wave them.
that
But
should
they
look crazy.
really showed up as a home team, as a home field advantage for the Steelers.
I
Um,
think everywhere's a home field advantage for the
they
Steelers.
look they the Steelers looked in this particular game like we thought they should have looked earlier on.
Mm,
Like they was okay throwing the ball, not the greatest. Metcalf finally stepped up, had a really big game. Gainwell, since Warren was out with a knee, Gainwell really ran the ball well. He had two rushing touchdowns for them. It was funny because Jalen Ramsey thought he had a was it a fumble or a pick?
I think it was a pick. It was a pick.
Well, he thought he had one for a touchdown. No, it was a fumble because
Okay.
they ended up getting the ball back because the running back was laying out of bounds and touching the ball at the same time, and that's how they got the ball back.
Yes,
So,
yes, Kobe. Though we talk about the Steelers right now, and
so he thought he had a return for a touchdown, and he faked a hamstring
oh yeah,
doing his
yeah,
celebration. Then later on in the game, really got a hamstring
got a
injury.
hamstring problem. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is?
Bro,
When he did it,
I ain't never gonna fake no injury a day in
no,
my
not
life.
now, not now. How shit going on? I'm not thinking of injury.
Boy, the way that shit happened was crazy.
Oh my god! So yeah, cause when he did it, I thought he did had a hamstring problem. Like, oh,
Nah, he was faking going into his dance. It
oh
was
my,
part of his dance routine. And then later on, he ended up getting a hamstring. He was sitting on the bench looking like, why the fuck did I do that?
that's some football karma for your ass.
Yo,
But
that shit was funny as shit. But the defense has really stepped up for them.
yes,
They are forcing a bunch of turnovers in the last two games, which has really helped their offense. Because offensively, they're not really doing much. You know what
how
I
you how
mean?
you how you feel about Aaron Rodgers this week?
I,
Well, this past week. I would say.
I think I hate to use the term game manager,
Uh,
but he's pretty much being a game manager at this point. Like he's not doing anything spectacular. He's a statue in the pocket. Um,
he said he said our team is terrible. It's
they're not terrible.
it's not
You
terrible.
don't have a good O line. That's your biggest problem. They don't have a good O line. So like this week was the best I've seen them run the ball. Like I haven't seen them run the ball well yet, but this week looked pretty good running the ball, and I think that's what really helped them in this game. Offensively, you have nothing after Metcalf in terms of who you throwing the ball to. You know what I mean? And I think Austin got hurt in this game too. So, but they got a bye week this week, so that's a good thing. But
Oh,
they need a number two receiver like so bad.
they
And
got it's a bye week.
I thought they would use Fryer Move because Fryer Move was always a big target for them for the last 3 or 4 years. Fryer Move's been one of their top targets. And
Wait. What? Where's that big ass tight end they got?
Washington,
Where?
he's out there. They don't that's what I'm saying. You got three-headed monster at tight end with Johnu Smith, Fryer Move, and Washington.
I was
But
just about to
they're
ask you.
not utilizing them. And I'm thinking since you got all three of those tight ends, you'll be able to run the ball better than you've been doing.
I was just about to. He asked like, you said they got a bye week.
Yeah, I think it's about this week.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. I think we got the schedule. But
Yeah, it's they got early buys. I hate these early buys.
yeah,
Like
that's why he like the season
Atlanta
just
got a
started.
buy. Atlanta got a buy this week, and I think they got a buy this week. But I had to get a new kicker. I had Boswell, and I had to get a new kicker for my for fantasy.
Oh shit. Well, he also said, don't let the 3-1 fool you. We're not. We're not.
It's not that it's fooling us, but it's
It's
giving me. If you look at the rest of the division right now, they
right,
have the most stability.
right.
Like
Like
Cleveland's defense is playing probably the best in the NFL, but they have no offense because Joe Flacco is horrible. Cincinnati might as well just trade Hendrickson and call it a day for the rest of the year because they can't. They're getting like 100 and something yards a game total offense, and you already had a horrible defense. Like how hard? I mean, last night he tried. He was out there just throwing it up to Lamar and Lamar to Chase and throwing it up to Higgins,
yeah,
but that shit wasn't working.
that game was that's in the bowling shoe ugly. We go we gonna let me read this and we go get to the next game. He said, I've seen this this team before. Regular season wins, blowout in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the
Well,
only
I'm
thing we
not
can
saying
talk
they're
about.
going to be good in the playoffs. I'm just saying that
Oh,
they
that's
can
what he's saying.
possibly win the division right now.
That's what he's saying. He said they look good in the regular season, but then good blown down in the playoffs. I mean, that's the only thing you can talk about with the Steelers, man. Is Tomlinson is gonna have another winning season in a row. Shout out to him, but then go to playoffs and we don't see the Steelers how they're supposed to be. But this game, they again they almost let this shit go because the Vikings was coming back, but it came back. They started
And they
moving
got
balls.
lucky. Carson Wentz had a bad game too.
No, did he?
I mean, turnover
Oh
wise.
yeah, yeah. Carson played Carson. Oh, next game, Atlanta and Washington.
These up and down clowns. Atlanta. I'm not talking about Washington. Atlanta's
Oh,
just
I
up
know
and
exactly who he's talking about because this.
Washington was missing a quarterback and their star receiver, and I think their running back, that new kid, Krosky Merritt, was out too. So they had a backup running back, pretty much just Debo. No, that Luke McCaffrey been balling for them the last
Yeah,
two
I would
games.
say Debo. Debo didn't like Debo.
Debo and Luke McCaffrey played ball for them this week. I give them that, and that kid Rodriguez ran the ball pretty well. But you're on the road. You're playing against Atlanta. Atlanta's healthy. Penix had a solid game. Bijan Robinson went crazy. He had like 180 yards or something like that.
He had
Um,
especially
even
receiving.
Pitts, even Pitts had a pretty good game. London had a touchdown. Pitts had a touchdown. Bijan had a touchdown. Like it was a
Their
team
back
effort offensively.
his backup running back had a good game too.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
So you had a team victory for Atlanta
yeah.
this week. And Washington, we know what it's gonna be. Right now they trying to tread water. You won one, you lost one. When you have a backup, you just want them to try to win 50% of the games that they have to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the rules for backups. That's the minimum you ask of a backup. Win
At least keep the
50%. If you win more, I'm happy. But if you win 50%, that's great for us.
keep the ship floating.
Yeah, Washington's defense, I've never really looked at them like they gonna go out there and really ball out. Their defense don't scare nobody.
He
You
said
don't have a
Washington is pretty legit. I mean,
yeah.
they are if they got all these stars.
Washington is a solid team if they're healthy. Right now
Yeah.
they're banged up. You got a thigh contusion for the boy, and then you got a knee for the quarterback. So once they get healthy, they're gonna get back to it. Like
Yeah.
if both these teams was healthy, I would have took Washington all day long.
All day. All day. Yeah.
I would have took Washington all day long because it was a shootout last year when they played each other.
Yes. That was one of my favorite games, Monday Night Football. I
Yeah.
think that could be if like you
That might
said,
be a nice little rivalry going
right,
forward.
right, right. If they stay healthy, that could be a rivalry every year. Washington Falcons every year. It's like
But
how Peyton and
The Falcons are disappointing too. I mean, they won this game, but last week you got shut out 30-0 by the Panthers.
by the Panthers.
Like the Panthers, this is
By
what
the
I'm
Panthers.
saying. Like you don't like they up and down. You don't know what
You
you're
know,
getting with these dummies.
you know how we say that he don't see the clips. That's the very next game we gonna go to because the Panthers after blowing out these Falcons that won this game how they won it got a ass smoked in
That's how
Foxborough.
I should have bet it. All right, y'all blew somebody out last week. I know you're gonna get smoked next week. You blew your load.
He said everyone should have been fired after that Panthers game. Yeah, they should have. But
Well,
then the Panthers should be
technically,
fired after
but
this game.
all right. So why fire them if you know the team is trash? Like I'm not gonna
No,
you
no, no, no,
coaching a
no.
bad.
No, he's saying the Atlanta game.
Oh
Atlanta,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm with
This
you on
one,
that.
no, this one is this. The Panthers are who we thought
The
they were.
Panthers are exactly who we thought they were. I had the Patriots on every ticket I played. I mean, I didn't know it was going to be 42-13. I thought the game would the over would be covered, and I thought it would be competitive. The Patriots, I think the Patriots would be undefeated right now if they just stayed out of their own way.
Mm.
That game against the Steelers, they outplayed the Steelers in every aspect of the game except for turnovers.
Right.
You fumbled, you had 4 fumbles and a interception, if I'm not mistaken. You
Yeah.
can't win a game like that. Like when I torched the Niners, we're gonna talk about turnovers that game too. But
Yeah.
in this particular game, it's hard to win an NFL game if you have turnovers.
I mean, you could. We've seen games where people lucked out after having
Yeah,
5 turnovers, but
yeah, like that first game against the Seahawks, we had 2 interceptions and somehow got lucky at the end to win that game.
yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. Turnovers just puts your team in a bad position.
right.
If the Patriots didn't have a bunch of turnovers, I think they'd be undefeated right now. Remember, week 1 they lost to the Raiders.
Which
You
was
should have never lost that game with the Raiders had to fly cross country. The game was in Foxborough. Like,
mm.
there's no reason y'all should have lost that game. Y'all lost that game on your own.
Well, how
The game
how you
against the Steelers, you fumbling on the 1 yard line. You going into the end zone about to score. You fumbling on the 1 yard line.
we did talk about that.
And
Yeah,
what they do? Lose by 3, I think it was. You still could have won that game. But if you didn't fumble on the 1 yard line, you would have won that game. Like the Cowboys fumbled in the red zone against the Eagles. You lost by 4. If you score that touchdown, you win by 3.
yeah.
You dig
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? So fuck these turnovers is what's hurting.
I got some comments. He said Patriots have a solid squad for real. He said, yeah,
Yeah,
the Pets should have won that game against the Steelers. I mean,
yeah.
how they look this game
Completely dominant.
dominant. The special team on Jones.
Oh,
That,
kickoff,
shit.
running back, kickoff. Jones is a beast returning that ball.
Yeah. Then you got was this Drake? He looked all right.
Drake May looked good.
He looked all right in this game, especially when he got time. But
Diggs, they starting to get the ball to Diggs. They
yes.
utilizing
Oh
the
God.
tight ends. They killing it with the tight ends. Hunter Henry's had 2 back-to-back monster games.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they got together defense. They play like how they played this game. I ain't gonna say they probably give Buffalo some work. I ain't gonna say they gonna beat Buffalo, but they gonna give Buffalo some work for that
I don't.
AFC East.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game because Buffalo don't really have no defense. They offense is nice, but they defense, they just had the Saints walking up and down the field on them.
That's probably why they got the Saints favored against us. But anyway, because the Saints should have won that game. But we gonna go to the next game. There we go. Are they back, or was this just a trash ass Titans team?
Trash ass Titans team.
We're talking about
All the way. Houston is not playing well on offense. Defense is solid, but their offense is not playing well. They look like they're out of sync. They do not look good running the ball. The young boy Marks, he looked solid this week for what he contributed, but
He said the Titans are worse than the Panthers.
the Titans are gonna have the number 1. They're gonna get the number 1 pick over the Saints and the Panthers. They're gonna get the number 1 pick.
Oh wow, that's a bold statement.
And it's gonna help the franchise because they don't need a quarterback, so they could trade out of the number 1 spot
That's a
and
bold
get a bunch of picks. But the Titans, who can they beat? They have no offensive line. Their running back might get you 50 to 60 yards a game. They have no receiver that's getting separation. Calvin Ridley doesn't even look good out there. The quarterback has been sacked the most out of any quarterback in the NFL. He makes one wild throw a game to make you think he can actually play a little bit. But what I told everybody before the season started, this is one of the worst places for a young quarterback to get drafted because they don't give you what you need to succeed.
It's not the Steve McNair era.
Because if you look at what they did in the offseason, their best addition was Tyler Lockett. Like what did they bring in this offseason? What did they bring in this offseason that you would think like the players that they brought in, they bought in the year before they drafted this kid. They bought them in with Will Levis. They didn't bring them in for Ward. Like when they signed Ridley, they signed him the year before Ward got drafted. So it wasn't even like they bought him in for Ward. Ridley had already been there for a year. Pollard had already been there for a year. Like the offensive lineman they picked up had already been there for a year.
Oh, wow.
And then you got a coach that you was gonna fire last year.
He said if I'm Cam Ward, I'm demanding the trade.
I would too. You ain't hear what he said in the press conference? Yo, we asked, right? We asked.
He's word for word. Word for word. He said, let's keep it a buck. We asked.
That's what I'm saying. So if your quarterback coming out saying that, like, and it's not even like a locker room issue where he should have a problem in the locker room making a statement like that because it's true. Like,
I mean, what you go if you're a rook, your number one draft pick, by the way, your number one overall draft pick comes out and says that. Don't come at him. Oh, a rookie saying that he's the number one overall draft pick. He's the quarterback.
This is exactly why in the offseason you didn't hear nothing coming out of Titans camp. Like the whole time I'm sitting here trying to figure out why they not talking about this rookie. He's a number one overall pick. They not even mentioning his name whatsoever this whole offseason. Now you see why. There's nothing to talk about. I'm on the worst team in the league. I thought the Saints was going to be the worst, or at least perform the worst. The Saints actually look like they trying to win a game.
I told you they go try look like they go win a game, but
they look like they trying to win a game. The Panthers actually won a game. I ain't even think the Panthers was going. I thought they would win one because of the way they finished the season off last year. Right. Thought they might get to maybe 4 wins.
So let's flip it all because before we go to the next game, is this a confidence boost for the Texans or that was just because again they faced the ass team?
They faced the Titans. Texans still look shaky as fuck.
Well, we thought they was gonna be the guys.
I thought they was gonna be nice. They ain't doing shit to make me think that.
Next one. This game, I'm not surprised at this score, but at the same time, we're talking about Detroit and Cleveland. I did last week state this that Cleveland got the most underrated defense, but I did not see that underrated defense this game.
This game was actually closer than the score says. They took off in the second half. First half, it was nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? If Cleveland has found their running back in Judkins. Judkins is definitely he's that dude over there. Okay. They found a playmaker in the tight end Fannin that they drafted. He is definitely a playmaking tight end. He's pretty much taken. I think they're gonna move Njoku at the trade deadline as good as this kid Fannin is playing, because they don't need Njoku right now. Fannin is playing for real. You got a number one receiver in Jerry Jeudy. Yep. The kid Tillman got hurt. He got knocked out in like the first quarter or something like that. So they don't really. Oh, the kid. I don't know if you know the kid. What the hell is his last name?
Cleveland.
He's a wide receiver. They didn't draft him. He went undrafted because he had a sexual. Dude
from Colorado.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, not Colorado. He went to Texas. Yeah, the kid from Texas. So he came in and had a pretty good game. I think he got over 50 yards. This was his first game. So Cleveland has a solid O-line. They have a great defense. They have a couple of weapons on offense. They have no quarterback.
So here's the $1 million question. And I think it's $1 million question, but it's not what y'all think. But it's half of it. Is it time to put either?
There's no either. Is it time to put Gilbert in? Yes.
Oh, okay.
There is no either. Shedeur is the third string quarterback. He is not going in the game before
they have announced
Gilbert.
They just announced it.
What they said?
He's going to be the starter.
Who, Gilbert?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, OVW, for that one. He's going to be the starter. So I mean, after what I seen with Flacco, this dude threw an interception straight to
Bro, no receiver
no
20
receivers
yards
in that area. He's
within 20 yards. He just threw it up in the air, but I think that was a miscommunication. I think that was supposed to be a fly route. The receiver was supposed to keep going. The
I hope
receiver
so.
cut it off and ran a hook. And I think the receiver was supposed to keep running. It was supposed to be an over-the-shoulder pass, and the receiver ran a hook instead.
Oh, bro, I was like, who the fuck you thought? I'm mad. I'm saying that shit out like I'm
Because
a
he
Phil
wasn't
Brown
even
fan.
under pressure when he did it, so you know that it was just a miscommunication. It wasn't
Mm.
a situation where he just threw it up there. He was throwing it up there for the receiver. This receiver was supposed to keep going, and he cut it off and ran a totally different route
Right.
because he had a step on the defender and it before he cut it off.
So, all right, let's flip this to Detroit now because remember Detroit. Everybody's
Detroit
questioning
is
Detroit after
going.
they lost to Green
See,
Bay.
everybody was talking that Green Bay shit. Detroit
Right.
is not playing with you.
Right. Because remember, everybody. First of all, they wanted to know how Detroit was going to be because they lost both their coordinators. I mean, even we said that.
Bro,
But
they doing double pitches in the backfield
bro,
on 4th and 2. Come
from
on,
that
bro.
play last week to this game plan, I mean, they still got Sonic and Knuckles. Golf is still playing very well behind there. Is the offense? Is it fair to say the offense either looks a little more better than last year, or
No,
they look the same?
I'd say it's about the same. Let me say this. I'd say they haven't lost a step. I think it's
I think
pretty
that.
much just continued from what they already had, and they look good. That's why everybody jumped the gun week one because of how they looked against the Packers. But it's week one. It's in Lambeau. It's on the road. It's against a division opponent. If they play each other, do they play Thanksgiving?
Uh,
I gotta look at the Thanksgiving chart, but like I think when they play in Detroit, I think Detroit's gonna win that game.
so we do have one moment of that game where our Michigan guy right there, kind of scared the
Hey,
whole.
he balled.
He balled, but he scared the whole damn fucking stadium. And you know it's bad when the commentary got scared. They got quiet because he was on the ground for like I don't know, like 5 minutes, and they thought something else happened to him. Like, oh no, he just came back from injury. But when he popped back up, bro, game was over. It was on. All right, that's my first. That's my first legitimate pain since coming back from injury.
Yeah, I want him to. I want him to have. I mean, granted, he's in the NFC, but I want him to keep balling, man. Because first of all, I thought he should have been like the number one pick in that damn draft, and they took that. What was it, that Walker kid before him?
Wow.
Who was it? The Jags. Somebody took that Walker kid. But he was not the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
pass rusher off the board, and he should have been, which I thought was disrespectful. So
Detroit won that
I
one.
love, even though he's on Detroit, I love seeing my boy play, man. He be out there. He punched, ain't he the one that punched the ball out of Derrick Henry hands?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my guy right here, man. He's one of the best pass rushers.
He's he's gonna be talked about for a long time. With Detroit 34-10 improved to 3-1. So let's go to the next game. Those Buffalo Bills. I don't know what was up with this game, but the Saints were staying in this game. In fact, it was a point that I think the Saints almost took the lead. Uh, but I think they went for a fourth down. They got stopped, and Buffalo just ran away with the rest of the game. Of course, MVP Josh did his thing, but the Saints almost won this game, bro. They could have that's nothing. They could have won this game.
Yeah,
They got their own way.
yeah, but that's who the Saints are right now. Ratliff, he's not really a quarterback. Well, I mean, he's a quarterback, but he's not a winning quarterback. He's never won a start. He might is very is I'm not gonna say it's very possible that he could beat the Giants, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because it's on the road and he hasn't looked bad. He's just not winning. But he was running. He uses his legs. He was running all over them. Like he doesn't look horrible, but they don't have a lot. You got Chris Olave, who doesn't really look like a number one receiver right now.
Right.
You got Brandon Cook. Like he's a shell of himself.
Oh,
He ain't that thousand yard mercenary he used to be. Um,
shit.
you got you got the tight end Johnson. He's been having a phenomenal year. Um,
Alvin.
I don't even know what the fuck Alvin Kamara's doing because they giving. I think they're gonna trade Kamara because they giving the ball to this Miller kid just as much as they giving it to Kamara. And when they start doing that, that means you're expendable because they think the other kid is just as good as you.
I was say he should know that because that's how they did him. He
Yeah,
came in the same way with Ingram, and he
yeah,
took Ingram's job. So they do the
yeah.
same way.
So I think that he's gonna be a trade deadline piece for sure, especially in a rebuild. And the Miller kid did pretty solid in when he got the ball. So I really think he's gonna be a piece that's gonna be gone.
Right.
They on defense, you got Cam Jordan, you got Demario Davis, and then after that, it's not a whole lot over there.
Not no household name. I take
Yeah,
that.
like it's not a whole lot over there after that. Like the O line is okay. Like it's hard with the Saints, but
So why was Buffalo struggling with them?
I think that's more of a Vegas thing than a football thing because everybody took Buffalo to cover the spread, and the spread was ridiculously high.
Mm.
And a bunch of people I know took the spread thinking that Buffalo's just going to go out there and blow them out. And they went out there and won, but they didn't cover the spread.
Mm.
So when you see games like that, even with Buffalo against Miami, Buffalo should have blew Miami out. And all of a sudden they win by 10 and the spread is 12 and a half. So you know me, I'm not one of those. I'm not one of them people that think football is just a game of skill and chance. Vegas has total control over what happens in these games.
Hey! Just make it look good.
Yeah,
Look good.
yeah. It's wrestling. This
Hey,
is
hey
this
now,
this this is. I know you love wrestling, but
hey
this is
now.
it's scripted. Let's get all right, all right. We're not gonna say it's wrestling. We're gonna say it's scripted.
We gonna go to Thanksgiving after they say that shit.
It's scripted. That's
Hey
all.
now, we got our first victory of
You
the
got
year. Hey,
congratulations.
now,
Jackson Dart first game played against a team that was undefeated. He looked
a lot of things. Well, a lot of things
decent.
still need some work. A lot of things still need some work. Like we said last week, I was watching the
I
clip
need
too. I was watching the clip. What you said last week. Where about all of a sudden what you think is going is the same line, which it was, and we still had that same problem. There was no line. Uh but Scatterbull. I mean, Scatterbull was a walking CTE. I swear to God, he not trying to juke nobody. He's trying to run over everybody. You know what I mean, goddamn, boy, you gotta make some moves. Then Dark, he showed he wanted to compete. I give him that. He showed that he wanted to compete. Hold up, what happened?
Hey,
Hey,
I was frozen.
okay, yeah, Dark showed that let's just bring some energy to the game. Now the defensive side, that's what I got a problem. I got a problem. Y'all don't know how to tackle? That boy
No.
ran. Oh my! It was only 15 yards, but it was a nasty 15 yards.
Now I give the Chargers credit. I mean, I give the Giants credit for winning this game, but I think the Chargers lost the game more than the Giants won the game.
Yeah,
The way that the Chargers played, because the Chargers have been playing really good offense. Herbert didn't even look like himself out there. You know what I mean? Herbert's been airing it out. McConkey had one catch for 11 yards. You know what I mean? Shit like that don't normally happen. McConkey usually gets 6, 7 catches a game. He had one catch for 11 yards. Keenan Allen is looking great. Like I'm sitting here trying to figure out why so many teams, nobody bought him in. He was just sitting there in free agency before the season started and signed like 2 days before the season started.
Chicago.
Like nobody was bringing him in. He was just sitting there. I mean, granted, he's been a little banged up the last couple of years, but he's not costing you no real money. So any team, fuck the Niners, any team that needed a receiver should have brought him in and signed him. He's out. He's had a touchdown every game this year.
He scored last
hmm He's had a touchdown every game this year.
No, he ain't scored.
I thought that was the one touchdown that he threw.
Number one.
Quentin Johnson. Yo,
Yeah.
Quentin Johnson I think he got some stickum on his gloves. Cause for 2 years he couldn't catch. This year he's their top receiver.
It's those gloves you see on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You got those. 'Cause I got a pair of those. I do this, and
They stick together. He got them stickum gloves.
yes, sir. I now the Herbert situation. I gotta give the Giants pass rush some credit. They was pressuring him that game. Like
That's the reason I think they're gonna trade Thibodeau because Carter looks good in pass rush situations.
Thibodeau got a sack.
I know. And that's the reason they're gonna trade him. Right now his value is high. I think they learned from the Saquon saga. Don't just let a good player walk for free and then he goes somewhere and win a Super Bowl and you looking stupid. I think they learned from the Saquon saga because if you was keeping Thibodeau, what would be the reason for you to draft Carter?
The old school Giant philosophy.
Yeah, but they never went and drafted Umanora to come in and be the third pass rusher with Strahan and the other dude and three fingers.
But I would say they did draft him after the first Super Bowl. Remember they drafted Pierre.
They drafted him to be a backup and come in and contribute. They didn't draft Carter number 3 overall to come in and be a backup and contribute. They draft Carter to be a starter. So whose place is Carter taking? The guy who you're paying all this money to in Burns, or the guy who you didn't even pick up his 5th-year option?
Hey, hold up. Let me say this right now. You leave Burns alone. You leave Spider-Man alone.
No, I like Burns, but
I'm saying this to the GM. I'm talking to the GM.
He's not getting rid of Burns.
Oh no,
they gave up too much to get Burns. They're not getting rid of Burns, but Thibodeau is expendable.
Yeah, he's still on the rookie contract.
Yeah, he's still on a rookie contract, and if you trying to get picks for him, he's worth something right now. And do you have a team right now that you think is going to be a playoff contender? I don't know if they feel like that now that they got Dart starting. No. Now, back to Dart, 111 yards and a passing touchdown. And what was it, 50-something yards on the ground?
It was 60.
All right.
That's 50-something and a rushing touchdown.
That's not bad for your first career start against a supposed to be really good defense and an undefeated team.
No, I mean, go back.
Like, I'm not jumping out like you had dudes in my sports group, my little chat group. You had dudes in there putting him in the Hall of Fame already. We finally got a quarterback, bro. No. Chill out. Cut your expectations out and just chill and let him play.
No, listen, and you see it. I'm a Giant fan. You saw it all season, but at the same time, common sense. Come on. Rookie season, we got the hardest schedule. Our next game probably be a update from his, upgrade from his stats now. I ain't gonna say
I'm gonna tell you this though. He has to start sliding. This head first mentality he got going on will get you murdered in the NFL. He has to start sliding. Every run that he made, he went head first.
I think I think all rookie quarterbacks, learn. Some of you motherfuckers come out of college and think they because they're young and all this stuff. You gonna run into a grown ass man that loves the level. He's fuck win the game. He
And
just loves the
he got
level.
banged up on one of the plays. He got to learn how to slide.
No. They took him out for this. I know he's played because Russell was in there. They took him out because of something else happened, and I guess they had a package for Russell. I'm like, why? No, they took him out for a reason. Y'all benched him for a reason. He should not come back unless that boy is actually on the stretcher. I want to hear nothing else. Nothing else. At least Jameson. Oh, sorry, Jameson. Winston, whatever how to say his name. But like I said earlier, you take one step forward, you take 2 steps back. You lost.
Yeah, that neighbors thing hurts. I ain't gonna hold you on that.
Right.
That hurts.
That shit hurts. So wide receivers, Robinson, Slayton, who else you said? You said somebody else came.
What's up with your boy Hyatt? Is he gonna finally start playing football?
Bro, that's the question because I don't know what happened to him. He just disappeared. Like motherfuckers actually forgot that he's number 13.
They play him in the preseason and he don't see no burn.
You know
What
what?
he had?
You know what he remind me of?
He had 7 catches last year.
He remind me of Holiday. Remember we got that dude from Detroit and simply disappeared. That's what he remind me of. And now he's disappeared.
But he got hurt.
Who?
Holiday. He was banged up. Hyatt ain't hurt.
No, he's not. But let's get off this one. Congratulations, Giants. You lost
Question to you real quick before we move on. Do you actually want, as a fan, them to win, or do you want them to just lose and get a high draft pick?
No, I want them to win.
Okay.
I want to win. Listen, I'm competitive, though.
Let's think about it. You got your quarterback already. You got your pass rusher. So if you get a high draft pick next year, say you get like in the top 5, and there's some quarterbacks out there, there's some teams that want quarterbacks, they could trade up with you and you could get a bunch of picks and start building your franchise around Dart the way you want to.
You giving my GM a lot of credit.
Your GM does not want to lose because your GM and your head coach, your coach was kissing Dart in the mouth after that game. But listen, you're still getting fired. Like,
I'm telling y'all right now, that you're still in the hot seat. Your shit was fucking the devil's throne last for that game. You're still in the hot seat. So
yeah, you out of here.
You're still out of here. I mean, I ain't gonna say out of here because the Giants' history. I don't know.
If they don't make the playoffs, he's out of here.
Wow, that's too much. Now this.
I can't. This schedule crazy, and the defense is playing horrible. You need a defensive coordinator because you got too much talent on that defense to be looking at that.
You got.
And didn't Lawrence get hurt in this game?
No. He caught a deception. He caught a deception and took to the house.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's all he did. He good. He good. Congratulations, Giants. Here we go. This game was bananas. This could have been my game of the week before that damn Cowboys Green Bay game, because the Eagles almost lost this shit.
Oh man,
the Eagles almost. It's
weird.
Shit.
It's weird to say that the Eagles look off because they haven't lost the game in so long. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to look at them and say anything negative because they still winning. But you got a prima donna wide receiver that you probably need to trade because he's toxic as fuck. Like you keep making these posts and these rants after a win.
Wait. Before you finish, let me ask you this because I didn't see the post. I saw someone post the post. But is that real?
Yeah.
Did he request a trade?
No, he didn't request a trade. He
said thank you, Philly, some shit like that.
Nah, he was just talking dumb shit in the trade. In the post about how he's not being used and he's not appreciated. Like he wants the ball. He want to be the reason they win the game. He don't want to just be out there winning with them. He wants to be the reason they win.
Motherfucker, you are one of the reasons why they win. Because if they stop the rushing.
And that's the crazy part, the Madden curse is real. You don't have to get hurt for the Madden curse to be effective. You just have to not be the player you was the year before you was on the cover.
Oh,
And
bro.
Saquon is not the play. He's averaging 60 yards a game.
After running, I'm trying to think. The last person, no, every running back that ran over 2,000 yards, what happened the next year?
They were overused the year before, and then the next year they don't get the. I mean, he's getting the ball. He's just not being as productive.
No, they got
Teams are forcing them to throw the ball for the most part,
yeah.
or daring them to throw the ball. So they bringing a player up to go against Saquon, but they do not. I mean, they're winning though, so it's kind of hard for you to nitpick what's going on with them when they're winning.
Yeah, it's
They're like
hard.
19 out of their last 20 games or some shit. Like it's hard to nitpick when they're winning.
And
They
the
beat
thing is,
the Rams. The Rams was undefeated when they beat them. They beat Tampa, who was undefeated when they beat them. Like it's hard to nitpick them. They're winning.
they're winning. They're finding a
They
way.
don't but they haven't played and they're winning without even playing two great halves. Like they either play a horrible first half and then come back in the second half, or they play a horrible second half. You know what I mean? So it's hard to nitpick them. They
That's
just look. Do you know what they look like? They look like the year they got knocked out in the first round against Tampa. Because remember, they was winning all of those games,
yeah. They ran out of
and
gas.
then they started looking bad later on in the season. But they was winning all the games, and everybody was saying they was lucky. Like, bro, think about it. Both the last 2 weeks, if they don't get a punt block for a touchdown and a field goal block and two field goal blocks, they would have lost both those games.
Yep.
But they did get those things. So you can't take those away from them because they did happen and they did win.
I could say this about that last part though. They almost, when I kept on saying they almost lost this game because they had this in the bag. Like you just said, the first half was great, right? But
Baker woke up and
Baker,
started playing football. But think
yeah,
about it. They not even healthy. If Baker and them was healthy, I think Baker would have won this game because they missing Chancey for the season with a pec. This was Godwin's first game back, so he's on a pitch count. They missing Mike Evans.
right.
Ibuka's playing, but he's playing banged up. So they missing a lot and still almost pulled it off.
Right.
So I think if they meet and both teams are healthy and they meet again, it's going to be a game.
This could be a playoff game. No, it ain't no could be. It's gonna be a playoff game.
Well, if they see each other, one of them might face somebody else and get knocked out.
And probably in Philly though. Probably.
Or it will be in Philly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the Bucks' schedule is. They might have an easy schedule. Well, I know they might have an easy schedule.
They might. They might. Speaking of the Rams, this game.
They was not supposed to win that game. The Colts gave that game to them.
Jones actually he came back after being Indiana Jones. He came back through his first interception.
He threw two, right?
Yeah, 2 interceptions. But they stayed in there. They ran the ball. But that fucking Rams, man, they found a way to win through the 88-yard touchdown.
Nah, the Colts found a way to lose. Yeah, they threw a bomb to Atwell and scored. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared of the Rams this week. Not scared. We got Thursday night, and that's the reason I'm scared because of the quick turnaround.
Short week.
But
Short week. But that don't change the fact that the Colts does this change any way you look at the Colts because how they lost this game, or you still think that I know from what I'm saying they still gonna compete.
I think the Colts are still gonna win that division. Cause I'm not sold on the Jaguars, even though they did beat us and they're 3-1. If you look at all the games they played, like they didn't play good in any of the games they won. They should have lost to the Texans. They should have lost. They did lose to the Bengals.
Mm.
They should have lost to the who they played before that.
That's the game they should have won.
Yeah, well, yeah,
They should have won that one.
and that's the one they lost. So they haven't looked good. They've been winning, but they haven't looked good doing it.
Mm.
Even the game with us, like we kept shooting ourselves in the foot. It wasn't even anything good that they was doing. We kept just shooting ourselves in the foot.
I'm
Even
gonna
on
talk.
that,
There's one player in that game I'm gonna talk about. That I was like, what is going on here? And then you might have to do some more
yo,
insight
like
on what
I
I'm gonna
said,
talk
I
about.
can't wait to roast these motherfuckers.
I'm gonna give you a chance
I think the
because
Colts are
here
gonna
it
be good. I think the
is.
Colts are gonna be just fine.
So
All
this
right.
the play I'm talking about. Brock Purdy threw it directly to. I think it was number 5 or number 0. One
Number
linebacker.
0, Lloyd. Lloyd had 2 interceptions. He threw both his interceptions to Lloyd this game.
But one of them
He
he threw
didn't see
directly
Lloyd.
to
He
him.
didn't see Lloyd dropping underneath. But on that particular play, I will give Brock credit. The defensive tackle got his hand up and hit the ball after Brock released it. So it was pretty much a tipped pass that went straight to the linebacker.
That's what I'm
Even if
talking
it
about.
wasn't tipped, it would have been picked because he dropped under the coverage.
Okay.
So no matter what, that ball was getting picked unless he dropped the ball. But Brock was about to throw it straight to him, whether the lineman tipped it or not. All right.
Oh, wait. Let me give you the floor. Okay, you were waiting for this moment all show. So let me give you the floor. It's all yours.
All right. So these silly motherfuckers just picked what they did in this dumbass game. They looked ahead to the Rams. They said the Jaguars can't beat us. They come into our house. We're not going to lose to the Jags. So they started looking ahead towards the Rams game. Where they went wrong at is everywhere. Number one, they shouldn't have played Purdy. I don't give a fuck if he had a great week in practice. He's in the game complaining about his toe being sore. Get him the fuck out of there. Mac Jones has played great since he's been in there. Which we're gonna get to that. We're gonna finish with that part. Purdy looked like shit. All his balls were sailing over the receivers most of the game. He still threw for 300 and some yards. I give him that. But most of his balls were sailing over his wide open receivers. Kendrick Bourne, we picked you up. We loved you. You dropped like 3 passes. And in crucial moments, because when Kendrick Bourne dropped one of the passes, it was going to be like a 25-yard gain. He dropped it, hit him right in his hands. The next play is when we kicked the ball off to them and they ran it back for a touchdown. So that punt would have never happened if you would have just caught the fucking ball.
Okay.
The tight end Farrell that we actually picked up from the Jaguars fumbles the ball in the early in the game. Then the defense decides it's going to be a good idea to give up a 50-something yard rush on the left side. Nobody's tackling. He just runs up the left side of the formation and scores a long touchdown. We haven't given up a long touchdown all year. You just gave up a rushing touchdown to ETN for 50-some yards. Special teams was horrible. Before the first half even ended, there's only 20-some seconds left. We went down and scored. We kick it off to them. They fucking run it back damn near they ran it back to like the 50-yard line or the 45 on our side and put them damn near in field goal range with 3 timeouts and 20, 30 seconds left on the clock. So they ended up getting a free field goal before the half.
Right.
Offensive line wasn't blocking. Defensive line, completely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You gave up 100 and some yards rushing, just to ETN. You had 0 pressures. How is it possible to get 0 pressures in an NFL game? You had 0 pressures and 0 sacks. I didn't know that was possible. I could see it. I could see a team not getting one sack, but zero pressures in an NFL game.
Oh, man.
So for that part, I gotta put that on Salah. You didn't blitz like you should have blitzed them or something. Um, like all three phases, y'all look like shit. And then Pearsall ended up getting hurt. Jennings ended up getting hurt. Jennings got hit in the ribs. Pearsall came down awkward on his leg and hurt his knee. It's an MCL sprain. It's not nothing serious. Right now, it's pretty much how much pain can you tolerate. It's not really a thing where he can't run on it, but it's a pain tolerance thing. So I don't know if he's gonna even play on Thursday night. I don't know if Jennings is gonna play on Thursday night. Um, CMC was solid. We only had like you've never seen a 49er team that doesn't run the ball well. CMC had 49 yards rushing, but he had 90 yards receiving.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So he's making up for it out of they're pretty much turning short passes into the run game for us for the most part. The
West Coast
short
offense.
passes are the run game for us right now. Which I knew was going to happen once Kittle got hurt because whenever Kittle goes out, we don't run the ball effectively. Whenever Kittle's in there, we can run the ball on anybody. So he's a big loss right now in terms of us running the ball in the blocking game. I think they should have never played Purdy this game. First of all, there was no reason to. Because you rushing him back, and I think it was more of him trying to rush back because the more you give Mac Jones life, these teams don't have no problem getting rid of you just because they paid you. They don't have no problem benching you just because they paid you.
I was going to say, like, y'all got a history of doing that shit too. I did
So
that
my
with
question
Steve
is,
and Joe Montana.
my question to you, well, no,
No, I mean they. So before,
we like to move off of players before they're too long in the tooth. We
no.
get rid of them while they still can play a little bit, but
No, what I mean by that with a quarterback. So if you remember the history of it, Joe used to get hurt a lot before he became back to Super Bowl
yeah.
Joe. And Steve was there like, listen, you don't get your shit together. I'm taking your job. Which came MVP Joe, all that stuff. I mean, that could work, and that's what probably Purdy's like. Nah, man, I
So
got paid my team.
my question to you is, who are we in better hands with, Purdy or Mac Jones? And it's a crazy question to ask but is it really?
No,
Purdy has a problem seeing over the line at times. Like he needs a clear path. He needs a clear path. And Purdy in 2 games has four interceptions in 2 games. He's played 2 games. He has 4 interceptions. Mac Jones isn't perfect, but he looks really good in this system. And he has less turnovers than Purdy. He's taller than Purdy. Because what is Mac Jones, 6'4", 6'3", or 6'4"? He's taller than Purdy. Purdy's 6 foot. Arm-wise, there's no difference. Accuracy-wise, I don't think there's much of a difference. So, I mean, mobility-wise, I'm taking Purdy over Mac. And that winning tenacity, I'm taking Purdy over Mac to be able to motivate the team. But Purdy gave this game away. 2 interceptions and a fumble when he fumbled, and Armstead, out of all people, is the one who made him fumble. The guy we sent to Jacksonville.
right.
So if Purdy scores a touchdown on that drive, we win the game. But he fumbles the game away with 2 minutes left to go. So, but this is the thing. This is the same Purdy that had the game-winning drive against Seattle in Week 1. So, which way do you go with this situation?
Damn, I say you should stay with the high hand.
Mac
High
Jones
hand
is
with
the high
Mac
hand
Jones.
right now because In the Saints game, Mac Jones had a fumble. He didn't see the guy coming from the back when he was running. He had one fumble, and I think he threw a pick in the other game, the Cardinals game. He threw a pick, but he's played 2 games, had two turnovers. Purdy's played 2 games, had 5 turnovers. So
Like you said earlier, you can't be having those that you shoot yourself in the foot.
yeah, like without those turnovers, they don't win this game. Without those turnovers, like I said, they scored. They scored on a punt return.
Mm-hmm.
You take that away, we win the game. Um, they scored on a running play, which happened right after we fumbled. Like we pretty much gave them this game,
And he took it
and it
back.
wasn't a It wasn't a situation where, and we at home giving away a game. Like I don't. Purdy just looked like he was off the whole game in terms of throwing the ball, and I think they should have. I think they should have at least played Mac one more week
That's
before
what
they
I
brought
act like.
Purdy in.
They say he had a great practice, but it didn't show in this game.
That's what I'm saying. But like we said earlier, practices ain't really practices. You ain't got nobody hitting you. You ain't got nobody throwing you to the
Right.
ground. You ain't got nobody really rushing you to get trying to cause you harm. That's why I love preseason because you practicing against the other team.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They out there trying to embarrass you. So you ain't gonna have a great practice every week. It's easy to have a great practice when your team ain't trying to hurt you.
Well,
But
that
they
was
look like shit for the first time in all three phases of the game. This was very surprising, but
really.
I picked them to win. No, I thought it would have been closer because normally when they play each other, it's a close game.
Well, I
I
mean,
picked the Chiefs to win, but I didn't think they was gonna smack them.
well, I think the only reason they smacked them because, like you said earlier, these injuries and
No, I think they was gonna smack them anyway. Because for some crazy reason, they just have the Chiefs. The Chiefs just have their number. Before this game, the Chiefs they was 5-1 against Lamar. Lamar was 1-5 against Pat.
mm,
So it's not even a thing where it was the injuries. Nah, nigga, they own y'all for some reason. I don't know what it is about what Spagnuolo sees again in their offense. Like their offense is too simplistic for him, but
well,
he knows how to defend against this offense.
you know, listen, from a guy that helped us get a Super Bowl, Steve is a great defensive coordinator. Great,
Oh, he's one of the best in the league. I think him and Salah are the 2 best in the league.
right. So he didn't know how to contain. And you think about it, Henry was not was
Henry ain't do shit.
he was held in check. like
Henry ain't
there
do
was no
shit.
King
Lamar
Henry here.
wasn't doing shit. Like they was in control this whole game.
Yeah.
And and this is the part that kills me about how people always talking crazy about the Chiefs and how they gonna fall off. Bro, once they get healthy, once they get Rashee Rice back, this offense is gonna go stupid.
Uh-uh.
This offense, and don't let them trade for like a Alvin Kamara or somebody at the trade deadline and
Oh,
go get them a stud running back because they run game is ridiculous, trash right now. Pacheco ain't doing nothing. Hunt ain't doing nothing. Mitchell ain't doing nothing. So right now they run game is trash. Don't let them go and get an offensive lineman and a running back by the trade deadline. They going to the Super Bowl. They do that
oh my goodness. And
because
that
if you look at all the other teams, the Chiefs have a solid defense and they have Patrick Mahomes. You're gonna get Rashee Rice back, who's his number one receiver. You got Juju who's contributing. You got Kelsey who's on a pitch count but contributing,
you just
and
got word.
you just got Worthy back, and you still got Hollywood Brown if he can stay healthy.
Oh my God,
So
he scored that game too.
yeah, you put all of that together with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid calling the plays, and the defense playing solid. Bro, they might be the best because if you look at Buffalo, they defense is trash. They offense is balling, but the defense ain't stopping nobody. The
Oh
Chiefs are
my
gonna
goodness.
be dangerous.
Don't get him on the street. Y'all was just. If you think about it, everybody's already talking about, oh, here it is, the downfall for the Chiefs.
Yeah. And the
These
Chiefs
motherfuckers just
got the
won two in a row.
Jaguars this week.
They just won two in a row.
Yep.
Next game, yo.
Yeah, I told you last week the Bills was going to win this game. The Raiders are just pathetic.
I
Geno
mean,
is being the regular Geno, throwing a bunch of picks.
yeah.
Geno, what he throw? 3 picks?
Was it three?
I think he threw 3. Geno is trash. I
I know
know
one.
Seattle was so happy to get rid of him.
I know one thing. Question: Is Williams still a bust?
Yes. I'm not impressed that you beat the Cowboys, who were horrible, and beat the fucking Raiders, who are even worse than the Cowboys.
Oh,
That's not impressive to me.
I've definitely got something to say later. Oh, but
Yeah, that ain't impressive to
this,
me. He's still trash, but he did drive them down on that game-winning drive and helped them win the game. So you gotta give him props for that. I just can't give you. I can't give you props for doing something you were supposed to do. Like I'm not going to peck my fish because he was swimming. He's supposed to swim.
but
That's what he do.
this is my thing with that situation. We've seen this before with him last year. He got his confidence up. They was winning. They had a winning streak. And then
Yeah, they was on a
Hail
run
Mary.
until that Hail Mary stopped
Right.
their run.
Is so I'm what I'm asking is not asking, but is this what is if he's for real, can the Bears finally put it together?
No,
Or
I don't think he's for real. I just think he had a winning game against a bad team. I don't think he's for real. That might just be my opinion, but I don't see it. I don't
okay.
see some. I don't see. I see someone that's playing quarterback. I don't see someone who loves playing quarterback when he's out there on the field. And if you don't love it, you're not gonna put your all into it at all times. I don't think he's a person that loves football. Not. I'm just going off for what I see: body language, press conferences, all of that. I'm just going off for what I see. I don't know the man. I can't say it for sure. I just don't see it. Like I think, and part of it is I think the hype for him is way too big. Like what they want him to live up to is way too big. Like every week they want him to be the best quarterback in the NFL, and he's just not.
Especially in the Bears uniform.
But I do like the chemistry he's built with Romo Dunze. Like
Yeah,
them two been snapping together.
yeah.
So I think that's gonna be something to watch going forward.
And I wish you could get that chemistry with Moore.
I got him on one of my fantasy leagues. I hope he do too. And then they got a bye this week.
What is going? Let's flip
Early
it.
bye, man. These early buys is crazy. Because now
Hey,
you gotta
everybody get
go
an
to
early
rest.
buy. Everybody get an early buy. The Giants get the late buy. That's bullshit.
Shit,
Let's
my
look at.
buy ain't till week 14, bro.
Just like us. All right, cool. So we gonna be talking that much shit that week. Genti actually looked like Boise State.
Had a good game, but this is what I'm saying. When you do something phenomenal against a bad team, is it really something phenomenal?
It could be a confidence booster though.
It definitely is that, but I can't jump out the window. You've had 3 bad games against good defenses. You played a bad defense and went on. Like I can't look at you like you finally taking that leap forward yet. I gotta see it consistently. It was a good game though. He had 3 touchdowns. I think he had 2 receiving touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. Had a big run on one of
Yeah,
those days. Got over
yeah.
100 yards rushing. Um, yeah, him and probably kind of had a good game.
Oh,
But they did it against this bad defense.
your service is nervous. Your service is nervous, sir.
I thought it was yours.
I ain't mine. We go to the next game. The Bears go into Las Vegas and win by 1. A nice drive. Game of the motherfucking
I'm
week.
still hearing.
Is it me? Game of the week. Let's see. 40-40 tie. Now, I want to say this. The Cowboys secondary truly, truly, truly sucks. Okay? I said this, what, 2 weeks ago that the secondary sucked? Then the Bears go into Dallas and roast them in the air, and the Packers do it. And the Cowboys could have won this game
Shit,
if they
that's
had
the,
a secondary.
both of them said both secondaries suck.
Oh yeah, there was no
Everybody was
defense.
so I think everybody was so hyped about the Packers. I think the teams that they played just had bad games when they played week 1 and week 2. I don't think it was actually the Packers played amazing. And then they gave your boy credit for a sack that wasn't a sack. It was a tackle for no gain, and they gave Parsons credit for a sack. He shouldn't have got credit for a sack on that play.
Well,
They gave
eh,
him credit for a sack, and it was just a
it-
tackle for no gain.
because that's what everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
That's what everybody in this game. Parsons coming back to Dallas. Is he gonna get the tackle or sack? That all right?
And
He
Dallas
tackled
was
no
10.
game. It's a sack.
Dallas was tearing their ass up.
Pickens.
There was
Heck,
no defense in this game.
no defense game. And I knew it was gonna go. I knew it was gonna tie in the overtime when Dallas took all that time. Like, well, you're not gonna stop them, so they're gonna get the field goal range. And
They
the Packers clock management on that last drive
horrible.
was terrible. That was
Packers was supposed to lose that game.
yes. But I'm sorry, folks, Cowboy fans out there. Y'all secondary trash. Diggs is not the guy he was a couple years ago, and
Bland was getting roasted too.
Bland was getting roasted too. And not just your secondary, your Russian defenses wasn't there either. Jacobs ran for 2 touchdowns on your asses.
Bro, they don't have a defense at all. And I got
Period.
I won that game. I put some money on Kraft to go over 45 yards, and I put money on Jacobs to get a touchdown. They did not let me down.
No.
They got to buy this week too, the Packers.
What? How you
Yeah,
doing this
man.
shit?
I don't know why they would do a week 5 buy, but they do.
That's weird.
I don't think anybody should get a buy before at least week 6.
What is this? It's 17 weeks in the season, 18 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too early. Damn.
it's
Like
not
the first
even.
quarter of the second
That's
season.
barely a quarter of the season.
All right. What's going on, Leroy? Nasty Leroy. What's going on? We had a doubleheader last night. The Finns against the Jets rivalry game.
Yo, the Jets just look anemic on offense. They don't look like they can do anything. They don't. They're not even trying to let him throw. They just running.
I mean, Fields and Wilson should be fucking connecting like this. Yes,
I
yes, they
still
got
don't see why
touchdowns.
they. I still don't see why they paid Tua.
Huh?
Tua just looked like. Tua just looked like a. He looked like a very good backup quarterback.
Shit, remember that's how he started, was a backup quarterback. Tua. Let me just say this to you, brother. When an MVP quarterback, a Super Bowl quarterback, constant division winning quarterback is giving you advice, don't try to clap back. You don't have nothing to clap back. Nothing. Nothing in your resume tells me you can clap back. Even in college, yeah, you got one national championship, but he got a national championship and the Heisman Trophy. You can't clap back on Cam that's trying to help you out. That don't even make no sense. I mean, you can clap on a bum that came out the couch, off the couch or something. Like, yeah, you clap back on me. I ain't making it professional, but someone that's trying to give you advice saying, hey, man, you this, that, you go clap back. Oh, I'm getting paid $53 million and he's on he's on the clip.
Tua's an
Stop.
idiot.
Stop. But y'all won. Giants look, and shout out to Wall, what's his name, Waller, 2 touchdowns on his first
Oh
game.
yeah, your boy. Everybody that lead the Giants turned into a Pro Bowler.
Man, he was already a Pro Bowler. He was not a Pro Bowler with us. That's all. That's
Everybody
all.
don't want to do something special.
Hey, listen, you in Miami now. You can do your rap career down there. Find Rick Ross
Boy,
and
this
them.
dude was doing mixtapes 5 months ago. Now you're on the Dolphins.
On the Dolphins getting 2 touchdowns. Congratulations.
Yeah, but
Congratulations. But you on the Dolphins though.
The Jets look horrible because once you get past, if you take Wilson away,
You
there's
had no else to put
nothing.
it. Oh no,
There is nothing.
he did make Taylor look good.
Taylor was looking good last
Yeah.
night. He got a few first downs for them, but like if you double team Wilson, the game is over.
And no run game.
Especially if they go down, because that's why I don't understand how the Steelers let them fight so much in that game. But if you double team Wilson, the game is over.
Unless Wilson will make some outstanding catches like he did in that last touchdown.
Brees Hall had a good game, but
It was too late. That was like garbage, like putting up garbage yards.
like I said, Brees Hall just got a bunch of catches. Like they just gave up that underneath all game to him. So he just kept on the Brees.
I mean, shit. If they go, like you said, they focus on Wilson, or he not looking at Wilson's side because there was some plays Wilson was wide open. Like he did a double step route. He was wide open in the back of the end zone. He didn't throw it to him. Then he dumped it to Hall. He didn't get to let the play develop, or that rush was getting to him. I don't know, but at the press conference, Gwen, like he ripped their ass.
Yeah, this game was a shit show.
Yeah, that was the first game, but the second game was a straight up blowout.
That was another shit show.
They just
This game was hard to watch when the Bengals
bus.
had the ball.
They didn't lead the bus. The Bengals did not lead the bus. That's not the same Bengals team.
If I was Chase, I would sit out the season unless the fans started chanting for them to get a quarterback.
Really?
Like this guy is bad. The Cubs just beat the Padres in game 1.
Yeah, it's the playoffs.
Yeah, this game was bad, bro. And last week was just as bad. Like the Bengals are fucked, and I know Chase is over there tight. Chase, Brown, Higgins, like all the players that can play and can help this team win. Like they got so many pieces on offense and no quarterback.
I'm telling you right now, make a phone call to the Giants.
They need to call the Niners and give up whatever they need to give up to get Mac Jones.
But you want Mac Jones to stay on your team, though.
I want him. I'm not. If I'm them, I'm the only way I'm giving him up is if you give me Trey Hendrickson. But if I'm the Bengals, like I'm calling the Giants for Jameson. I don't know what they're gonna do because I'd call the Giants for Jameson. You got me calling Jameson for Jameis Wilson, for Jameis Winston. I'd call the Giants too in a heartbeat because he's known for just throwing it up to the best receivers on the team.
Right.
He's gonna do that.
So, but yeah, this game was. Shout out to JK for getting 100 yards.
Yes, sir. This was a horrible game. It should have been way worse than 28-3.
Exactly. Actually, it should have been 42 because I think he threw bonus threw an interception in the end zone, and then
this game was hard to watch.
It's a turnover. But that's all we got. Let's go to. There was 6, and now there's 2 undefeated teams. Are we looking at the Super Bowl, or I'm jump the gun here? Usually,
like I said, you gotta show me you could beat the Chiefs.
There we go. What? It's not fair that we do always do undefeated. So
it's not even that it's not even just that you guys show me you could beat the Chiefs. The Eagles guys show me they could make it back.
You
It's
got.
hard. It's hard to get back there.
It's not that you guys show us you could beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. It only happened once, and it was luckily it was the Bengals. But
And Burrow ain't around.
nope. Here we go. This we say undefeated. Here about the three teams that don't have no wins.
I can't see the Titans getting a win this season the way they play. I could see the Saints getting one, maybe even two. I cannot see the Titans winning a game. You
Ooh,
can't run the ball. You can't throw the ball. You don't play great defense. You have no O line. Like they don't do nothing right. They don't do one thing that stands out. Like, oh my God, if they do this, they got a shot. They don't do nothing that stands out.
that's crazy. I was about to ask you which one of these do you get get their first win first.
First will probably be the Jets because the Jets should have won against the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Who they face next? Oh, we'll get to that next. That's about to come up next.
yeah, I don't even know who they play next. They play the Cowboys next.
Oh God.
They play the Cowboys next.
Air it out. You had no choice. Here's our standings. Thank you to NFL Mexico. Arriba. NFC East.
We need to win this week so we can stay in first place.
Y'all got the
We
Rams.
got the Rams. If
I
we
got to
win,
give them.
if we win this week, there's gonna be 3 wins in the division.
Yes, that means that's guaranteed first place, right?
Man, we gotta win some games.
In the East, Eagles 4-0, Washington 2-2, Cowboys with that tie, which is weird. It's in third place, 1-2-1. Giants finally got their first victory, 1-3. The South, Bucks, they lost. They still in first place, 3-1. Falcons 2-2. Panthers 1-3. The Saints 0-4. In the North, those Lions, who got everybody counting them out, the one loss is 3-1. Packers 2-1-1. Vikings 2-2. Bears 2-2. And in the West, 49ers still in first place according to this graph, but they are tied with the Seahawks and the Rams 3-1. Cardinals in the proverbial last place, but second place, kind of, I guess. We go to the AFC. Buffalo 4-0. Patriots, watch out for the Patriots, 2-2. Dolphins
I
finally got
think the Patriots could be a wild card team.
Yeah. They play, like I said, they played this past Sunday. Jets 0-4. North, Steelers 3-1. Bengals 2-2. Ravens is 1-3 with the Browns. Wow. South, Colts are tied for first place with the Jaguars, but they still got them on top. Texans 1-3. The Titans 0-4. And the West, Chargers 3-1, still in charge of first place, but Kansas City's creeping up that door 2-2. The Broncos 2-2, and the Raiders are 1-3. Here is week 5, starting this Thursday. The 49ers against the Rams. I already know who you're going to play. I ain't have to say nothing. I ain't have to ask you. But how do you think y'all
Right
gonna look?
now, the Rams are healthier and they're at home, so we could fuck around and lose.
I'm asking how y'all think you're gonna look.
Nah, it's always a good game when we play them. They've never blown us out. Even when we was banged up and injured, they ain't blow us out. They barely beat us last year when we was hurt. The thing about them, you gotta try to stop Puka. Puka getting 13 catches a game.
What wasn't last year the game that the one they beat y'all? That's what got them in the playoffs.
I don't think so.
I think what game was that? But Vikings is in Cleveland. Oh no, they're not. I'm sorry. Vikings and Cleveland is in London. They are in London. Thank God. Thank you for at least give me that. The Giants got a lot of 1:00 games. Thank you. Giants against the Saints in Nolans. Oh shit! I thought we was home in the Superdome. That's why Spider called me. Okay. The Broncos against the Eagles in Philly. Houston is in Baltimore, like you said earlier. The Raiders is in Indianapolis. Cowboys is in Jersey against the Jets. Dolphins, Panthers. They're your 4:00 games. Buccaneers against the Seahawks. Titans against the Cardinals. Lions against the Bengals. I think this might be a good game. Washington against the Chargers. The Sunday night game, Patriots against the Buffalo. I just talked that shit. And Kansas City against the Jaguars for Monday Night Football. Really? That's the Monday night game?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to change that. I'm about to change that. What
Sure.
game you looking forward to, bro? And what game you already know gonna be a shit show?
Looking forward to, of course, Niners and Rams because that's for the division.
That's right.
Tampa and Seahawks should be a really good game. And then of course the Sunday night and the Monday night game should be good.
You really think the Kansas City game against the Jaguars game?
No, I think KC gonna put the beats on their ass. Um, I think that Browns game is a weird game. That's a weird game because I'll take the under in that game because that's gonna be all defense.
I
That's gonna be defense all day.
a low scoring game, field goals.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a defensive game. The Eagles and Broncos gonna be interesting too. Because the Broncos ain't trash.
And it's in Philly.
They got it, and they got a top defense. You don't know who the fuck playing for the Ravens. So Houston could actually win that game. Colts,
Still waiting on reports about his hamstring.
He's not playing with a hamstring this week. Colts are gonna smack the Raiders. Washington Washington and the Jets gonna be interesting because I'm not Washington, Cowboys and the Jets, because Cowboys can throw and the Jets just keep getting holding penalties.
So interesting stat there. The Cowboys are no one offense, but they are last on defense.
That's what I'm saying. So the Jets can control the game and run the ball down the Cowboys' throat, but the Cowboys can air the Jets out. So if the Cowboys get a big lead, the Jets can't run the ball. And as we could see last night, the Dolphins didn't have no turnovers this whole season until they played the Jets.
Yeah, they ran the ball when they.
I need the Dolphins to lose because I want the Niners to trade for Bradley Chubb. But if the Dolphins probably gonna win this week because they playing the bum ass Panthers. Tampa and Seahawks gonna be a game. It's Baker against Sam Darnold. That's gonna be the game of the week probably.
Wow.
Cardinals should smack the Titans. Lions should smack the Bengals.
Washington Chargers game will be interesting.
Not if whatchamacallit not playing. If Daniels is playing, I like it. But if Daniels not playing, I don't know. They need a receiver. I mean, Debo and McCaffrey look good, but I don't know.
It's Mariota for you then. That's the
that game I don't know because the Chargers look like shit on offense this week against the Giants.
It was like I said, that pass rush is getting to them.
Yeah, but that Buffalo and Patriots game should be a good game because, like I said, Buffalo don't have no defense. And then, I got KC all day.
KC against the Jaguars, Monday Night Football.
Like, teams got to beat themselves for the Jaguars to win. The Jaguars are leading the league in turnovers, but it's not like all right, it's a difference between a cornerback getting an interception and a quarterback throwing it straight to you. You dig what I'm saying? Like, the corner don't even got to do nothing. They just stand there and catch the ball because you throwing it right to him. Like, my corner, my young boy Stout, he made a diving interception in that game against the Jags. Like, that was a pick. That play with Purdy just threw it to the linebacker. That wasn't right to him.
Oh, brother.
So if Kansas City's not going to go out there and do that. They're not going to throw, like Kansas City, I think they got one turnover in 4 games. They're not going to beat themselves. So the Jags can only win when you beat yourself. They're not going to do that.
That gets the Chargers or the Eagles?
Mm-hmm. I honestly don't even. No, it's the Eagles because remember Kelsey bobbled the ball and handed it to the
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
defender.
yeah. So, yes, sir, brother. We have survived another episode. Uh, we survived the first quarter of football season. What, are you surprised at anything other than Houston being
It's
fucking 1-3?
it's see this is the part that I hate. The season be going so fast, like
But,
so
bro, it's gonna be
fast.
fucking. It's gonna be mid-October. We're gonna be talking about NBA.
Yeah, this season is moving too fast. I'm enjoying every week so far. Like these games that you think supposed to be trash ended up being crazy,
Mm-hmm.
crazy endings, crazy storylines. The only thing that I hate right now is all the injuries,
Yeah.
like season-ending injuries. I wanted to see what Darton Neighbors was gonna do. I wanted to see Tyreek and Tua get on the same page. Like it's a lot of stuff I wanted to see happen and see if this could turn into something. But everybody's hurt. Like we don't even know when we're gonna get Ayuk back. Like shit, I was looking at this schedule. Like shit, I don't see no losses on this schedule for us. Then we go out there and have 4 turnovers against the dumbass Jaguars. But
What's
then
the line?
they could fuck around, turn around and beat the Rams.
What's the line we use any given Sunday?
That's some shit Vegas made up so they can have an excuse for why a team that wasn't supposed to win wins the game.
You really think Vegas is in control of the NFL, bro?
Bro, you gonna let them billions of dollars be at chance? You think they really gonna leave that up to chance? There's billions involved. Who started Vegas? Wasn't it the mob that started Vegas to begin with?
Shh, we
You
don't.
think for a second these motherfuckers is just sitting around, oh, let's just see what happens. No,
We don't.
motherfucker, they making so much money. And now the NFL is in cahoots with it because they making money off of it. So you're going to have refs out there making bad calls and missing calls because they needed this team to win this week. Bro, I'm not no conspiracy theorist, but if you look at this shit, like certain games, if you really watch the game, you can watch players like not chase somebody down that just got an interception or not chase somebody down that just caught a pass. Like you can actually see the shit for yourself.
Mm, brother, that's all she wrote for us.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have a lot to talk about next week.
Oh,
Especially
definitely. Like we
we're
got.
gonna be talking about the Niners beating the Rams. The game nobody thinks is gonna happen is gonna happen.
They already made their picks.
Huh?
The dudes already made their picks.
Nah, not yet.
I'd say shit. Damn. All right, brother. See you next week. We always be
Absolutely.
talking every week anyway.
All right, bro, Mullen.
Fun. That's the good brother D Money. Can I do the show without him? Um, yes. First quarter of the NFL season. A lot of surprises, a lot of interesting things, but more importantly, there's too many injuries. Uh, can't can't do it with these injuries. I'm sorry. We take one step forward as a Giant fan, and we go 2 steps back. Uh, Get well neighbors. You was at a freaking young what's his name young NBA whatever the fuck his name concert, but no matter, no matter. Next week we'll be back here uh, on Tuesday, of course, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Maybe I might invite a guest or two, and we can talk more about football and college football rankings. Until then, I am your boy Enforcer. I am out of here. A peace.